What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Please do me a favor and hit that like button. Do me a favor and hit that like button. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate if y'all hit that like button for me. Really appreciate that. Um, y'all already know why we here. Different year, different day, same old story. Different nuances, but same old story. The Texans can't get it done in the divisional round. They allergic to the divisional round. We thought it was just the fact of them playing on the road. Nah, because we was able to handle business last week on the road. It's the divisional round when everything is set up for you. You get the news yesterday. About the whole Bo Nix situation, and you sitting up here thinking there's a guaranteed clear path to the Super Bowl, just like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, whenever it was, when Tennessee beats the Baltimore Ravens on Saturday, knocking out the number one seed, guaranteeing the winner of the Texans and the Chiefs we're going to have a guaranteed home game in the AFC Championship game. And you up 24-0, and you mess over that money. You piss down your leg and you fumble that away. Same situation. Only thing that's different is not a guaranteed home game, but you're talking about playing against Jarrett Stidham. That was going to be on the line. Your first ever AFC Championship game as a franchise. Going up against Jarrett Stidham with this defense. And you completely mess over all the money. I don't want to hear any type of defense. Coleridge, Bernard, Stroud played like absolute hot butter garbage today. And he's the complete reason why the Texans season is done. It's all strictly on the shoulders, the right arm of Coleridge, Bernard, Stroud the fourth. We ain't using no nicknames today. We call him by his real name. Coleridge, Bernard, Stroud the fourth. This is all on his shoulders right now. You go out there in the game when you got everything on the line with this good ass defense and you throw 4 picks in the first half? You throw 4 picks in the first half. 4 dumbass picks. Like, what are you throwing? Like, why are you just trying to just throw? Like, what were you doing? Like, what were you doing? And they almost threw another one. A couple more, actually. He played like absolute hot butter garbage today. And there's no other way to. I don't want to hit. I don't want to hit no type of defense out of him. No. Ain't no damn defense. The only defense we need to talk about is Will Anderson, Daniil Hunter, Jalen Petrie, Kamari Lassiter. That's the only defense that we need to talk about. Togiai, Toalas, Aziz. That's the only defense we need to talk about. We don't need to defend nothing on Coleridge, Bernard, Stroud. Oh, no, there's no type of defense. That was an offensive performance. What you did was offensive. That's what it was. It was offensive to us as Texan fans because you had everything on the line, everything right on the table. Everything right on the table. I said it the other day. I said it Friday. You don't have to be Josh Allen. You don't have to be Lamar Jackson. You don't have to be Patrick Mahomes. You don't have to be Superman. You don't. You don't have to be Superman. This defense is too good. Bro, just calm down. Play within the offense. Play within the offense. But can you do that? No. And then I think he just completely just lost himself. I think after the second interception, I think it was a wrap. I think it was done. After that second interception, it was done. And he was just like, hey, what is what it is. You can see the look in his eye. He ain't want it, bro. He ain't want it. The look in his eye, he ain't want it, dog. He ain't want it. He ain't want that. He ain't want it. He ain't want it. He obviously didn't want it. Because you can look in his eyes. He was out of it, bro. He over there soaking on the sideline and just man, bro. Please, like I said, do me a favor, hit that like button. Definitely appreciate that. If you hit that like button, I definitely appreciate that. We gonna get through it today, y'all. We gonna get through it, man. Hey, shout out that boy Huff for super chat love, man. Definitely appreciate that. Can we trade CJ for? Can we for a sandwich now? You can't make all the excuses for him. You can't make any more excuses for him. Money Mills protect the ball better. It sounds Jeff Huff for super chat love. Definitely appreciate that. Hey, Mills threw one interception on his opening drive against Jacksonville in that 3-game stretch. And after that, Mills did not turn the ball over the rest of the season as far as when he was out there playing the football, out there playing. And shout out Jeff up for super chat love. Definitely appreciate that. Like he did protect the football. Can we trade him? I don't know who's going to want him. Who's going to want him right now? Who's going to want him right now? I mean, the teams want quarterbacks all the time. Teams go get quarterbacks all the time. I'm not being completely serious. I know definitely teams go out there and want them. But the fact of the matter is that, bro, there's no guarantee that this defense is going to be like how it is this year. You know how I know there's no guarantee that the defense is going to be like this defense was last year? I mean, this past year? Look at the best defense of all time, the 2000 Ravens. Look at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 2002. They didn't duplicate those years. Not immediately. Not immediately. And people be thinking when we talk about two Ravens, people, we had this conversation in the Discord. Shout out to everybody be part of the Discord. We had this conversation in the Discord about a month or so ago. We talked about the 2000 Ravens defense. We were talking about like the players on the defense, and people got the players wrong. People was like, "Oh, you know, Ed Reed and Suggs." I'm like, no, Ed Reed was still in the University of Miami at the time. Suggs was in college at the time. Like the only real star that you really remember from that defense, as far as the Ravens, is Ray Lewis, because Ray Lewis was the MVP of the Super Bowl. So it was Ray Lewis. Then everybody, like all the other key pieces to that Ravens defense that we know of when we think about the Baltimore Ravens, wasn't on that 2000 Raven defense. So that 2000 Raven defense got better players individually, but still wasn't better than that one particular year of their defense. So there's no guarantee. Yeah, I mean, this defense come back next year and be better. It absolutely can. It can come back and play the same way. This defense come back next year and play better. They also come back next year and play worse as well. So we really don't know exactly how good this defense is going to be for the foreseeable future. Now, again, under DeMeco Ryans calling plays, we think the Mike Burke and all these different type of things, we think the defense is still going to be good. And I don't think this defense is going to be like fall off a cliff or anything. I'm not saying that, no stretch. But as far as being all time, the way we seen it be this year, because the defense played well today. The reason why they got 28 points, and again, the defense only gave up 21 points, was because of short fields and obviously CJ throwing the pick six. And then eventually, eventually the defense, like, hey, we can't do it all. They forced 4 fumbles out of Drake May today. Like, we can't keep doing it all. We can't keep doing it all. Like we can't keep on holding your hands. We can't keep on holding your hands throughout the junctions. We can't keep doing this. We can't keep doing this. The defense played as well as it possibly can. Would you want? The only thing they could have did better was actually score. That's the only thing that that's the only thing they can do is actually score. Now the Patriots, who we thought when Tom Brady went to Tampa that the Patriots was over with. Now they got a clear path to get another free ass championship with Drake May because CJ went out there and act like he didn't know where to throw the football to. Act like we didn't know where to throw the football to. Just completely crazy. And shout out to that boy Jeff. Shout out to that boy Jeff Huff for the super chat love. Definitely appreciate that. Cleveland picked the Cleveland picked the tab on Watson. There's plenty of dumbasses. Hey, shout out Jeff Huff for super chat love. Definitely appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely somebody. There's definitely somebody that would take CJ if the Texans made him available. I mean, teams make bad decisions on quarterbacks all the time. But Troy Aikman said during the telecast at the end, he said the Texans they gotta have a real conversation when it comes to they gotta have a real conversation when it comes to this offense that CJ's been chasing the success. He had a successful rookie year. He's been chasing the success of his rookie year. He's been chasing the success of his rookie year since he's had it. He's a victim of his own success. He had a great rookie year. And he's been chasing that success ever since then. Is Nick Caley the guy? I have a lot of reservations about Nick Caley. I don't even blame Nick Caley in today's game because your quarterback throws 4 interceptions, even though when you got into the red zone, I don't understand why you put Tommy Togiai back there. I get what you were trying to do, but you put Tommy Togiai in the position he's not used to getting down, and it was a legal shift and all these different type of things. So I wouldn't have done that. Me personally, I wouldn't have done that. Don't try to go out there and be cute and do nothing like that. Hey, just go out there, play your game like you're supposed to play, and let's go out there and let's get points on the boards and let's get some wins. Y'all need better O line. The O line played fine. The O line gave protection for CJ. CJ was protected. It's not the O line. I'm not blaming the O line. And we had injuries on the O line. I'm not blaming the O line today. I'm not. This game specifically. Today's game is right now. Today's game is on Coleridge Bernard Stroud. We can talk about the rest of the season, whatever. Today's game, this 28-16 loss in the divisional round versus the New England Patriots at Foxborough belongs on the shoulders of Coleridge Bernard Stroud IV. That's the person that deserves the blame. That is the person that deserves the blame. That is the person who deserves the blame. The person who deserves the blame is Coleridge Bernard Stroud. Point blank. Period. That's the person that deserves the blame. That's it. Both playoff games. You absolutely right about that because he put you in the situation last week with the 5 fumbles, and we were like, hey, you know, hey. I was like it too. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna sit there and try to put it like it was somebody else because it was me too. I said this on Friday. I don't expect him to have 2 games like that in a row. I don't expect him to play that level of play 2 games in a row. I don't expect that. I didn't expect him. He played worse today because he actually, at least in the game against the Patriots, at least in the game against the Steelers, he actually threw the football well. He actually threw the football well against the Steelers. He actually threw the football well against the Steelers. Against the Patriots, he wasn't doing nothing well. He wasn't doing nothing. He wasn't doing nothing well. At least he threw the ball well on Monday night. Bro, I was gonna have one on during the stream. It was gonna be a jersey on during the stream. I was like, no, I'm not. Nah. Even when we come back and win this game, nah. Ain't no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that right now. Because you're gonna learn today. You're gonna learn. Like. It was right there. This was our best opportunity. This is our best opportunity. This is our best opportunity. This is our best shot to actually do something we've never done before. Go to an AFC Championship game. We've never done that before. We're still the only franchise in the NFL that has never been to a conference championship game. And us, the Jags, the Lions and the Browns are the 4 teams that have never been to a Super Bowl. We are the 4 teams that have never been to a Super Bowl, and the Houston Texans is the only organization, the only team to never go to a conference championship game. Understand, we the youngest franchise. They're young franchise stuff though. We've been the dough for over 20 plus years now. We've been to the playoffs several times. There's no need for that no more. Both the Jags and the Panthers, they went to the conference championship game their second year in the league. Their second year in the league, they went to a conference championship game. The Panthers have been to 2 Super Bowls. The Jags have been to, I think, at least 3 or 4 conference championship games. There's no more excuses. There's no excuses for this organization, and there's no excuses for that quarterback. But let's get into it. Let's get into it. The Houston Texans lose 28-16 to the New England Patriots. Coleridge, Bernard Stroud the fourth is 20 of 42. I'm not 20 47 for 42.2 completion percentage, 212 yards, 1 touchdown, 4 interceptions. William Morris carried the ball 14 times for 17 yards. Nick Chubb carried the ball 4 times for 14 yards. Jalen Higgins was targeted 10 times, had 6 catches for 59 yards. Dalton Schultz was targeted 2 times, had 2 catches for 47 yards. Kurt was targeted 5 times for 2 catches. Had 2 catches off of 5 targets for 20 yards and a touchdown. Xavier Hutchinson was targeted 13 times, had 4 catches for 44 yards. And out of those 47 yards that Dalton Schultz had, he had 42 of them on one play, which was really a busted play, which was like the big play of the game. It was actually a good play by CJ. CJ was about like he was about to scramble, then seeing Dalton Schultz last minute dumped off to Dalton Schultz, and Dalton Schultz made a good play and got us into the red zone. I think that's the field goal drive, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like that's the drive that we got the field goal in. Then on the defense side of the ball, Drake May, who might end up being the league MVP, was 16 of 27 for 59.3 completion percentage, 179 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Was fumbled 4 times, lost 2 of them. Stevenson carried the ball 16 times for 70 yards. Butte had 3 catches off of 5 targets for 75 yards and a touchdown. Stephon Diggs targeted 6 times, had 4 catches for 40 yards and a touchdown. And Douglas targeted 2 times, had 2 catches for 35 yards and a touchdown. And that play that Butte made on Stingley is the exact play that he caught Stingley on last year when we played the Patriots last year. The exact same play for a touchdown. This one was a little bit, it was a little bit better for him because he was able to stick that hand out, was able to catch it. But I mean, Will Anderson had 3 sacks. Daniil Hunter had 2 sacks. Both of them had strip sacks. They was able to get the Drake May, which I thought they would be able to. I said this during the stream that anytime this offense played against a half decent pass rush, they gave up at least 5 sacks. At least 5 sacks. Otherwise, at least 4 sacks. I'm sorry. At least 4 sacks. They gave up 5 today. Drake May fumbled the ball 4 times. We talked about CJ had 5 fumbles last week. Drake May had 4 today. He lost 2 of them. Same thing with CJ. CJ had 5 fumbles last week. Lost 2 of them. He had 4 fumbles this week. Lost 2 of them. Cool. But your quarterback can't throw 4 interceptions. Your quarterback can't throw 4 interceptions. Drake May had 3 turnovers. CJ had 3. Then not to mention Woody Marks, which was a hugely costly fumble that he had because it happened in the red zone. If you at least get something out of that, because that's before what you call it, that's before Butte scored that touchdown. So it was still, but at that time it was still 21. It was 21-16. So if you at least got a field goal there, we're talking about 21. We're talking about 21-19. If you at least get a field goal in that situation, you're talking about 21-19. It's a 3-point game. It's a 3-point game. No, it's a 2-point game. I'm sorry, 2-point game. I'm sorry, my apologies. It's a 2-point game. It's a 2-point game. So field goal gets you the win. I think That to me is one that and the pick six, because the pick six game, because again, off all the turnovers that they got, off of the 5 turnovers that they were able to get off the Texans, only one of them resulted in points, and it was the one that was took back immediately for a touchdown. The pick six, the one that the defense scored themselves. And the interceptions, like I said, it wasn't even like the DBs was like making plays. Like CJ was just throwing right to the defender. Like CJ was just making dumb pass decisions. He was just making dumb decisions, like just completely just idiotic decisions. Now you got Sipin, you got here Perk. I'm pretty sure Kendrick Perkins is going to talk about like, because as of right now, Kendrick Perkins is right. And we are at right now. Kendrick Perkins is right. What's his name? USF Jags fan is right. There's another Jags fan that I see on my Twitter too. Forgot what I think his name is James or something like that. Like they're right. We cannot say anything right now because at least when their quarterback threw 4 interceptions, they did come back and win the game. Again, it was against Justin Herbert, and we've seen with more evidence that Justin Herbert is a playoff choker. However, at the end of the day, they got the dub. At the end of the day, by hook or by crook, they got the dub. We can't say that because we sitting at home right now. Now we sitting right beside them on the couch, about to watch this trash AFC Championship game between the Patriots and the Broncos. And the only hope is going to be strictly about whatever Seattle do versus versus this Ram and Bears game tonight. That's it. Like that's completely it. Like Coleridge Bernard Stroud, the fourth, completely ruined this. He ruined the playoffs for us. There's no way to even go around it. It's the elephant in the room. It's the complete elephant in the room. There's no way to go around it. He messed off the money. He messed it off. He messed it off. Bro, I don't know. The thing is, I don't know. I don't know what you can do. The only thing that you can't do is you can't pay him. You can't pay him. I know he's been looking for an extension this season. Ain't no extension. He like we not even like we not even giving him nothing to even just get him out the way. I would be. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I would be surprised. I would be shocked if he got any type of contract extension in any capacity. I don't care if it was a year $2 million contract. I don't see. I'd be surprised if he got any type of thing this offseason. He's definitely going to be going to a situation where he's not getting anything. Will Lance, on the other hand, I think Will Lance end up being the highest paid pass rusher. I can end up seeing Will Lance being the highest paid pass rusher this offseason. Coleridge Bernard Stroud. No. Not even. Nah. Like we got more questions now. We have complete more questions about him going forward than we ever had going in. We have now entered the realm. We have now entered the realm of the Jacksonville Jaguars, Carolina Panthers, the Miami Dolphins, the Arizona Cardinals, the Rams before they traded for Matt Stafford. We've entered those conversations that we have a quarterback on the roster. We don't know if we want this quarterback on the roster. I know what some people might say about Justin Herbert. They love Justin Herbert. They defend Justin Herbert all the time. They defended Matt Stafford when he was in Detroit. Jalen Hurts leads wins. we're in that realm where we have a quarterback, but we don't have a quarterback. And now, what are we gonna do? Now, what are we gonna do? I see people keep saying Joe Burrow. We don't have the capital to go get Joe Burrow. And then what is Joe Burrow's problem? Joe Burrow is always hurt, and also his offensive line. Now, granted, I think that the Bengals' offensive line is worse than the Texans. Even when the Texans' offensive line was one of the worst offensive lines in the league, I thought that their offensive line was still worse than the Texans. However, even saying that, even with that being said, him being injury prone is correct, and you have to have you're gonna have to give up draft capital to get Joe Burrow. It's not gonna be an even swap. They're not gonna trade CJ for Joe Burrow straight up. They're not gonna trade CJ for Joe Burrow straight up, and they're not gonna give you anything for that. They're not gonna say, okay, hey, we give you a whatever. Like you're gonna have to give up. You're gonna have to give us. Like the Rams had to give up a first round pick to get Matt Stafford, and they gave that's actually a perfect one. Look at the Matt Stafford. I look at the Matt Stafford trade. Like the Rams gave up draft picks. I think they gave up 2 draft picks. I know they gave up at least 1 first round. They had to give a first round draft pick to the Lions, and the Lions took on Jared Goff, and they got Matt Stafford. So you're gonna so for the Texas position, you're gonna have to for the Texas position, what you're gonna have to do, you're gonna have to give up draft picks to go get CJ. I mean, to go get to go get Matt Stafford. I mean, not Matt Stafford, but Joe Burrow. You're gonna have to give up draft picks. You just are. You're gonna have to give up draft picks to go get a Joe Burrow if that's what you so choose. Or I know somebody said Lamar Jackson. Definitely, Lamar Jackson. You're going to give him multiple draft picks. Like to give Lamar Jackson, you're going to give him like 4 draft. Like, I ain't gonna say 4, but you're going to give him like 3 draft picks, even with CJ, because he's a 2-time league MVP. Like you're going to have to give up some draft cap. You're going to give up a lot of draft capital to make those type of moves. So I don't. He's going to be on the team next year. I mean, I don't see any way fathomable that he's not on the team next year. He's going to be on the team next year, like for sure. He's going to be the quarterback next year. Trade CJ for a first round pick. Well, I mean, with a first round pick, I'm not giving up a first round pick to get Joe Burrow. I'm like Joe. So for Joe, so Joe Burrow could play like 4 games. Like I'm not giving up. You if that's the case, what you might well do is you might well just roll with Davis Mills. Like that will be a smarter decision to just roll with Davis Mills than to trade and give up a first round pick for Joe Burrow. Now, if you're talking about trading CJ and Joe Burrow straight up, that's a different conversation. But if you're talking about giving up any draft capital to get Joe Burrow, you might as well just roll with Davis Mills because 9 times out of 10, Davis Mills is going to finish out the season anyway, or at the very least play a good chunk of it. So there's no need. So he's gonna play. He's either gonna play a good chunk of it, or he gonna play the remainder of the season. So you might as well just cut out the middleman and just roll with Joe Burrow. I mean, cut the middleman, roll with Davis Mills, and keep your draft capital. That's what you might do. You might as well just roll with him and just keep your draft capital. So, man, I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Shout out to everybody to be part of Discord. Man, we were so hyped yesterday in the Discord, and I knew it. I knew we were too hyped for the wrong reason. I knew because I be having feelings before games, and normally I had it'd be like a I wouldn't say a nerve system, but it'd be like I have like I wouldn't say nerve, but I have a feeling where like like I'm confident on the dub. However, what I'm saying, like it might be, what I'm saying, it might be some bull to go on. But I didn't have that feeling. I felt completely like, oh, we about to go out there, we about to go out there and handle business. I have that feeling on pretty much a whole bunch of games. I be having that feeling, like I had that feeling against the who we played the other day. We played the Raiders. I had that feeling going into the Raiders game. I had that feeling going into the Arizona game. I did not have that feeling today, and I didn't have that feeling today. Just like I didn't have that feeling for Tech in the Orange Bowl on New Year's Day. I just felt like we were gonna go in there and win. And I said this right after that game, and I've been saying this all season long that that I watched the same team back to back days. When I would watch Texas Tech on Saturday, turn around and watch the Texans on Sunday, I'll be watching the best defense in college football, watching the best defense in the NFL with a mid quarterback and an offense that don't get it done. Same thing. The Tech defense is phenomenal. Barrymore was a mid quarterback at Tech, and I've been saying that for the last 3 seasons that I thought Barrymore, at least for the last 2 seasons, that Barrymore was mid. Texas had a phenomenal defense. The offense itself was completely inconsistent, and you didn't know what offense you was going to get. All that people tried to just like poo poo about Mr. Winnie, it became a new Winnie. It's cold. Cold is good football weather. It's good football weather. Everybody keep on talking about the weather. Everybody keep on talking about the weather. Your damn quarterback act like your quarterback needs to play at home. That's the reason why I won the division, y'all. For people out there, this ain't no big deal for a division. We gotta go the hard way. We gotta go the hard way. Like that's how we do it. I told you. See, we gotta go the hard way. You see all that hoo ha and Ron you was doing yesterday. I told you we gotta go the hard way, and this the way this makes it better. This makes it better. No, it don't make it better because I sitting at home. We sitting at home right now. Why? 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 Because the team's not good enough to win on the damn road with this damn offense. They not. This quarterback is trash. And once that gets out through your head, that's who he is. He showed you Monday, and he showed you again today. He can't play outside. He's from Cali. He needs to be inside NRG. He needs to be in cold weather conditions. He can't do that. He can't. This was the worst performance I've seen from a Texans quarterback. I thought that Brock Osweiler, not even that Brock Osweiler, I thought that Brian Hoyer when we lost to Kansas City 30-0 at home was bad. I thought that was bad. I thought that was bad. This is the worst performance I've seen out of a Texans quarterback in the playoffs. Now, Matt Schaub in the playoffs didn't play as bad. It's the worst. This is the worst performance I've seen out of a quarterback for the Texans in the playoffs. Now, again, regular season is different. We've seen bad performances in the regular season. Bro threw 4 interceptions in the first half. And the thing that like I said, what makes it even worse is not even just that you just like you going out there acting like you had to be Superman when you did not need to be Superman. Like, you did not have to be Superman. You did not have to be Superman. You didn't. And I told y'all about the whole Woody Marks last week. People, I told you think Woody Marks would be a number one running back? You think Woody Marks would be a primary running back? You think no. Pittsburgh defense, especially their run defense, is horrific. The offensive line was mauling people, but it was plenty of times in that game that he had lanes that he did not cut. It's plenty of time. Plenty of time. And what did he do today? 14 carries, 17 yards. 14 carries, 17 yards, and a lost fumble. I don't know, because Jawal Jordan, they say it was good to go because he practiced last week. I don't know where Jawal Jordan was at. Why? I don't know. I didn't even look because I don't remember looking at the inactives. He was inactive. Okay, I didn't even look at the inactives today. My apologies. I didn't even look at the. Look at. I'm watching a run back right now, and DeAndre Swift able to shift through. Good runs, not runs. Okay, that he was able to get. No, it was on the fumble. I forgot. That what makes it even more horrendous. On that fumble, he runs into the back of the offensive line like a dumbass cartoon character. He boings in. He did a little. I can't stand that little foot chop he do when he gets. I told y'all before, when he gets touched, he puts his head down. He just start chopping his feet and like a little kid. Like he like one of them kids when somebody like hold their hand, above the kid swinging like this. Like that's how he be looking when he be doing it. Like he be chopping his feet. It just looks so cartoonish. I can't stand it. And that's exactly what he did. He ran to the back of the offense line. I can't remember if it was Howard or who it was. Ingram Hono. I don't remember who it was. But he ran in the back of somebody and he chopping his legs like this. And then he stumbled, and then he cuts on the side, and he gets a couple yards, and then he starts fumbling the football because he's not a good running back. He's not. He's somebody that you can use on third downs, probably throw the football to. He's not somebody that you need to be giving the ball to 14 times a game. He's not that good. He's not that guy. He's not that guy. He's not that guy. He's not that guy. Look at the Chicago Bears. Look at this. Look at this. Able to run the football. Look at this. Look at this. And I told you I wasn't worried about Snow. I was worried about because actually in the second half he actually played better when the snow actually like formed and it was actually snow. It was the freezing rain, the wintry mix, the fog and the rain and the wintry mix is when he threw the 4 interceptions. Reason why I want the game inside NRG. When everybody talking about it's not a big deal to start off 0-3. Y'all think y'all overreacting over the 0-3 start? Y'all think y'all overreacted over the 0-3 start? We still made the playoffs. And you think you overreacted for the 0-3 start? All that panicking y'all were doing? Y'all were doing all this panicking when we were 0-3 and we're in the playoffs? Do you think you overreacted? No, we ain't overreact. Because if you at least win one, especially 2 of those games, you're in NRG right now, celebrating. Because you're either hosting the AFC Championship game against Denver, or you're going to Denver with their third backup quarterback. You happy right now if you don't start off 0-3. So no, I did not overreact, and nobody overreacted for those. Hey, good job that y'all was able to bounce back from being 0-3 and make the playoffs. Whoop-de-doo, whoop-de-doo, whoop-de-doo. You still didn't get the damn job done. So I don't want to hear it. You still ain't get the damn job done. Stop all that. Stop all that overly optimistic fan stuff. Like, well, no, because I'm a fan, because I put on a Texan shirt and I put on a Texan hat and I throw up the H and be like, H-Town, hold it down. Because I do all that goofy ass shit. What I'm gonna do is I'ma always ride for the house, and no matter what, I'm gonna let my fandom take over and know that we're better than everybody. No, we over here, we talk the real and we gonna speak the real. CJ was trash today. You shouldn't have started off 0-3 because if you wouldn't have started 0-3, you'd be playing at NRG right now. All those things matter. From week 1 to week 17, all in between, everything matters. You don't take nothing for granted. Nothing. But y'all want to. We don't do that over here. We're not taking nothing for granted. We're not. Y'all do not realize how frustrated I really am because everything was right there for the Texans to take. Every single thing was right there for the Texans to take. And you go out there and you do this bull? You go out there and you do this bull? You play like this? The defense did whatever they could. They did whatever they could to get this done. They did whatever they could to get it done. You could tell the defense was out there fighting the whole entire game. You could tell they was out there fighting the entire game. They was there fighting the entire game. The offense didn't have their back. The offense didn't have their back. The offense didn't have their back, man. Like it's, oh man, you messed off this defense. You really messed off this defense. You really messed off this defense. You really messed off this defense, y'all. Like they really did. All-time defense, all-time great, potentially historic. Like I said before, this defense now is just gonna get thrown off into the ether. We're not gonna talk about the defense no more. If I ain't gonna talk about the defense no more, ain't gonna say nothing about the same defense no more. I won't say nothing about the defense no more. This defense goes off into the ether. We no longer now as Texan fans, man. We might bring up like we do about the 2011 defense. Hey man, that 2025 defense, something serious. Hey, that 2005 defense, man. Hey man, if CJ wasn't no bum, if Cole Rich Bernard Stroud the fourth wasn't trash, if he wasn't trash, hey, that 2025 Texas defense, they would have did something. That team would have did something because that defense was for real. Man, they did Patrick Mahomes like this. They did Josh Allen like that. Man, they did Aaron Rodgers like this. Man, that defense was for real, man. That defense was. We gonna talk about it as fans. They not gonna talk about it. Like I said, it's going off into the ether. Just like the 2009 Jets. The 2009 Jets defense is a good defense, and it don't get the respect that they deserve because they went to an AFC Championship game. They didn't make it to a Super Bowl, and obviously they didn't win the Super Bowl, so they don't get talked about like the 2000 and like because that defense to me is better than the 2015 Broncos defense, but the 2015 Broncos defense gets talked about because they did what? They got the job done. They got the job done. They got the job done. You could actually make a case like pound for pound, they kind of better than the Legion of Boom. But the Legion of Boom, one, got a cool nickname and also got the job done. They got the job done. That Jets team didn't get the job done. And yeah, right on cue. Y'all probably had me. I just seen Caleb Williams throw a strike to DJ Moore. I just seen Caleb Williams go out there and throw a strike to DJ Moore. Caleb Williams is better than Coleridge. He is. He's better than Coleridge. I think Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence is better than Coleridge. Yeah, with Ben Johnson. Hey, but at this point, man, we didn't seen CJ with two different OCs, and we seen the same result with both of them. I'm willing to get another. I before the last 2 weeks, I was more willing to get a new OC and let's see then if it's CJ. After the last 2 weeks in this pressure cooker situation, because that's when you need your quarterback to step up in pressure cooker situations. I really don't care who the OC is. Your boy, yeah, I think I'm out. I think I'm out. I think so. I'm not gonna say 100%. I ain't gonna say 100%, but like it's definitely it's definitely leaning there. It's definitely leaning there. It's definitely it is it's definitely. I agree that D'Amico Ryans is too much of a nice guy. I do think that that's something that CJ needs. I do think that CJ needs somebody that's more stern and not like no positive, and he needs somebody to yell and scream at him. I think he does. I do think he needs that. But yeah, I'm leaning towards it. It's not official. I'm not gonna say official, but I'm not because like the playoffs is where you're supposed to be cashing in the money. Like the playoffs is where you're supposed to like again. That's what we talk about. What quarterback we trust the most and all different type of things. And what was Matt Stafford? What was Matt Stafford throwing to him there? Why would you try that pass? That's stupid. Nah, this is ridiculous. It really is. Like this was a I I can't believe what I watched, y'all. Like I'm watching this game in complete like disbelief every time. And then it got to the point that you were scared when he would throw the football because you like, I hope he don't throw interception, dog. It got to the point. Was it just me? Or was y'all like that too? Because for me, it got to a point that I was afraid when he threw the football. I'm like, he's going to throw another interception. Like it got to that point. It got to that point, and that was a very nerve wracking. Like, I mean, because somebody had brought up in the Discord talking about Jameis Winston. At least Jameis might have had 4 picks, but he'll at least give you three touchdowns. Even if Jameis would gave you some picks, Jameis would have threw you some touchdowns in there. Jameis probably would have got you more. Jameis probably got you 4 touchdowns and 3 picks. So he would threw more touchdowns than interceptions. Like Jameis would have got the ball in the end zone a couple of times. Now he's gonna throw some interceptions. He for sure gonna throw some interceptions. But he was gonna get the ball in the end zone a couple of times. He would have. He will get the ball in the end zone a couple of times. I don't know if Jameis is a back. I know Jameis is a backup with the John. I would definitely bring Jameis in. Go ahead, go ahead, call up Jameis. Go ahead, call up famous Jameis. Go ahead, call him up. Call him up. Call Tyrone. Call him. Go ahead, call up famous Jameis. Go ahead and call famous Jameis and bring him down here. Go ahead and bring him down here in this role. I can roll with famous Jameis. I can roll with famous Jameis. Because the thing is, you not even you throwing. How do you follow up? You follow up 5 fumbles with 4 picks. So in the span of 2 games, you had 5 fumbles, 5 picks. Now, only 2 of your 5 fumbles were lost. So 7 turnovers. So 7 turnovers in 2 games. So 3.5 turnovers a game. You average 3.5 turnovers a game, but you put the ball in harm's way 10 times in 2 games. You put the ball in harm's way 10 times in 2 games. And you expect us to win in the playoffs? The playoffs? You put the ball in harm's way 10 times in 2 games. And you expect us to win the playoffs. You was averaging 5 turnovers a game. This dude fumbled the ball 5 times and threw an interception last week to follow up with 4 interceptions. Literally. That's exactly what happened. Exactly. Fumbled 5 times, threw an interception on Monday. Not even a full week later, you throw 4 interceptions in the next game. And we supposed to blame Nick Caley. We supposed to blame the offensive line. We supposed to blame Woody Marks and Nick Chubb. We supposed to blame the snow and the wintry mix. Bro, that's on you, dog. We supposed to blame this. Bro, that's on you, dog. That's on you. There's nobody else to blame. And I don't want to hear all that. We know the offensive line needs to block better, or Patterson need to give the better snap, or Kelly need to call better plays, or the receivers need to catch the football. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear none of that, dog. Bro, that's on him, dog. That's all his fault. That's completely 100%, 1,000%, 1,000%, over 9,000. That's his fault. That's his fault. I'm not blaming nobody else. The only person I'm blaming is Coleridge Bernard Stroud the 4th. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe to go back to his full name instead of trying to be cool and be named CJ. Like use your name. Go by Coleridge. Go by Coleridge. Like go by Coleridge Bernard. Or go by Coleridge Stroud. Or Bernard Stroud. Maybe that's better. Maybe go by Bernard. Maybe go by Bernard. Maybe go by Bernard Stroud. Maybe that's what he needs to do. Maybe that's what he needs to do. Maybe, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe going CJ. Or how about maybe putting the 4 on the back of his jersey? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how Will Fuller had Will Fuller the 5th. Like maybe he should put that. Like maybe he should put like the Roman numeral, like the Roman numeral 4 on the back of his jersey. Like he need something. I don't know. Maybe he need to do something like that. Because being CJ Stroud by itself ain't working. That ain't working. That's not working. Just being just strictly CJ Stroud, that ain't working. That's not working. He going to do something extra. Not the Wizard of Oz. It wasn't CJ need the Wizard of Oz. I don't know, man. BS. Actually, no, BS Stroud. That's what it is. BS because he's been BSing. He been BSing. BS Stroud. That's what it is. BS Stroud. Because that's what he been doing. BS Stroud. Because he been BSing this entire time. He been BSing this entire time. Been playing. He been playing our face for the last 2 years. He been playing our face for the last 2 years. And now it's time to cash in and check in. Because he been playing. He been playing our face for the last 2 seasons. He has. He been playing our face for the last 2 years. It's time to check in. It's time to check in, cash in, like, hey, what's up? We here now. What's happening? What's in now? What's happening? What's happening? We here now. Cause you've been playing with us for a long time. You've been playing with us for a long time. You've been playing with us for a long time. So, what's up? What's up? What's up with it? Like, what's up with it? Because we really about to watch Drake May and Jared Stidham in the AFC Championship game. The AFC Championship game is really about to be Jared Stidham and Drake May. The Texans had uh we had a legitimate opportunity, a complete legitimate opportunity to be in the AFC Championship game and win and go to our first ever Super Bowl, and not just the franchise history, in the city history. The city ain't never have a team go to the Super Bowl. Now, a former team that used to reside in the city of Houston has been to an AFC Championship game a couple of times actually, but hasn't been there since the 70s. The Houston Texans ain't never been there. But no team in the city ever been to an actual Super Bowl. And you were this close. You were this close. This close. This close. All you do was not be Superman, not turn the ball. If you do not be Superman, do not turn the ball over, the Texans, I think the Texans win this game. Possibly easily, because like the Patriots weren't doing nothing in this game. Outside of that play that Butte made at the end, the Patriots ain't do nothing in this game. The Patriots offense ain't do nothing in this game. Drake May was getting sacked and abused this entire game, fumbling the football in the entire game. They didn't do nothing in this game. They didn't do nothing at all in this game. Like he didn't do anything in this game. And the thing is, the Patriot defense ain't do nothing in this game either. Outside, the only thing the Patriots defense really did was stop the run. Other than that, they didn't do anything. They didn't make no plays in this game. The thing is, CJ just threw the football to him. Maybe CJ forgot that we were playing in the all white. Maybe he forgot. Maybe the snow kind of tricked him some, and he forgot that we were playing in all white, and he was throwing to the blue jerseys. Because that has to be like, last time we played the Patriots, they played in the red jersey. So maybe that's the problem. Maybe it was too much blue on the field, and he see another team in blue, so he's like, "Oh, that's who I gotta throw to," because I always throw to the blue team. So maybe that was the problem. Maybe that was the problem. Maybe that was the problem. Maybe he didn't know that his team was in the white uniforms. He thought that his team was in the blue uniforms. Maybe that's what it was. I agree. I think the OC is trash too. But today's on Coleridge Bernard. But I definitely think though. I think they're both hot butter garbage. More butter today on Coleridge Bernard. But I think both of them are hot butter garbage. And the Texans are going to have to make a decision on offensive coordinator, if they're going to roll with Caleb, which I think they will, and what they're going to do with CJ. Are they going to pay him, which I don't think they're going to do? Are they going to roll with him for another season, which I think they will do? I think CJ. I do think the thing is, I think CJ gets a contract eventually, just not this year. He'll get one next year because you look at the whole body of work. He is a he is a person who's been in the playoffs 3 straight times. He's a person who won 2 straight division titles. He's a person who won Rookie of the Year. So, and there is all those things. There is all those things. Mike McDaniels, absolutely. Hey, I'll call Mike McDaniels. Because like I told y'all before, I think that's the best offense that suits Cole Ridge anyway. I think that's the better offense for him. I think that's the best what's called for him. But they got because at the end of the day, and I told y'all this. I don't care how good this defense is. I don't care how good this defense is. I don't care how good the defense is. The Texans are not. The Texans are going to win because of their defense. They will lose because of their offense. I said this several times. I don't care how good this defense is. The Texans are going to lose because of this offense. All that defense win championships, that sounds cool. Cool beans. Cool story. Cool beans. The Texans will lose because of they will win because of their defense. They will lose because of their offense. Their offense will be the reason they will cost them whenever it happens. Whenever that check come due, it's going to be based off the offense. And you've seen it the last 2 weeks. Now you make some type of decisions. What kind of decisions you're gonna make? You need to make decisions on the running game. You need to make decisions on your offensive coordinator, and ultimately you're going to make decisions on your quarterback as well. Like, what decisions are you going to make going forward? Because you cannot go into just like you couldn't go into this past season with Bobby the way it was going. You can't go into next season like this. You can't. You can't continue to go into next season like this. You're gonna have to make some type of decision in some type of capacity. What decision that is, I do not know. But you're going to make some type of decision. Offense coordinator, running back, receivers. I think Kirk might be a free agent, and then also your quarterback. You gotta make a decision. You gotta make a decision, man. Like I said, man, it's a different year, different day, same old story. And I said this like during the season that how when I wanted the Texans to win the division When people are like, why you want the Texans to win division? You don't get first place schedule, all the other goofy stuff about schedules and stuff. I say because the Texans don't win division. The Texans go to the playoffs as a wild card. They're going to do ultimately what they always do. Maybe get a favorable matchup, win a playoff game, and lose in the divisional round. If you win your division, depending on where you win, you have a chance and an opportunity to end up having a home game in the divisional round. And that was always the key to me. The key to get to an AFC Championship game is for the divisional round to be at NRG. I've been saying that all year long. But people want it the hard way because they want to act like it's Cody Rhodes to the WWE and they want to fix a story. It's a better story this way. It's a better story to get it on the road. We go get it on the road. It's a better story. They're going to talk about it some more. It's going to be 10 years from now. They're going to be talking about at 25 Houston Texans. They had to go through Foxborough. They had to go through Denver. They had to go through Buffalo. They had to go through Pittsburgh. They had to go through had to go to Mars and then dip and then flip back over to Saturn and then take a spin around the sun, then pop back inside Lake Kiki, and then go to the beach in Hawaii, and then go to the Bahamas, and then with the sun, and then go to the Super Bowl. It's a better story that way. It's a better story that way. That's what's been told to me for the last 2 months. It'll be a better story that damn way if we go the long way. When I've been telling y'all since the middle of the season, the best way for the Texans to finally break through that glass ceiling and actually go to the AFC Championship game is to have a divisional game at home. So you need to be either number 1 or the number 2 seed. Preferably the number 1 seed, but definitely you have to at the very least be the number 2 seed to guarantee having a home playoff game in the divisional round. I've been saying that. I've been saying that longer than half the year. I've been saying that going into last season. I said that after the Ravens lost their first playoff game, that I thought that DeMeco Ryans and C.J. Stroud and Nick Caserio and this team realized that, hey, what we need to do to break through is to have a home playoff game. We need to have as many home playoff games as we possibly can, especially after what happened in Kansas City last year in the divisional round. I would have thought that would have been the plan. But no, you want to do some stupid stuff like hire Nick Caley to be your offensive coordinator and not really do anything. You want to trade back in the first round and do all that goofy stuff y'all was doing throughout the offseason. And again, you start off 0-3 and you fumbled the money right then and there. You picked it back up and you won 10 straight games. You got to the playoffs. You won 12 games. Cool beans. But at the end of the day, that 0-3 start cost you your division title, and that 0-3 start cost you having a game in the divisional round at NRG. Because if you play the NRG, CJ ain't throwing 4 interceptions because it ain't snowing. It ain't freezing rain. His hand ain't hurting. It ain't cold outside. You know why? Because NRG has a damn roof, and you can turn on the air conditioner or turn on the heater, however you want to fix it. NRG is rocking. We out there in deep steel blue, Liberty white, Battle red, A-Town blue, yelling and screaming at the top of our lungs, helping out this team with this defense flying around. You need to be in Houston. And I was just looking how this offense, Chicago just running so. This offense in Chicago just running so smooth, man. DeAndre Swift running all over them. Caleb Williams out here making plays. Ben Johnson dialing it up. By the way, they paid money for the offensive line during off season too. They didn't go the NFL draft route. They went and got some veterans and they fixed the offensive line. Able to get some running backs too. Hey, when got Ben Johnson as the head coach, they actually are doing things. And you see, there's a number 2 seed hosting a divisional round game. And again, now their stuff is outside, but that's how Chicago plays. We ain't wouldn't have to worry about that. We'd be inside NRG. We'd be inside dome. But hey, this Bears offense is moving the football because they moving the football on the Rams. The Rams ain't got no good defense either. We seen that last week against Carolina. Like they able to move the football very well against this team. They're moving the football very well against this team. Man. But that's it though. That's a wrap. No more games. We ain't getting no number one seed with CJ. Thing is, you might be right about that. You might be right about that. But they not doing what they need to do that though. They not doing stuff like throughout to help make those things possibility. Oh, the Rams stopped them on fourth down. That was blown up immediately. That was blown up immediately. That was blown up. To be honest, that fourth down play was blown up before they actually went for it. That dude, that linebacker was flying. Like had ran, he was flying. That they had already sniffed that out before they even hiked the ball. He lost his confidence. Are you saying that he did lose his confidence? Or are you saying that people saying he lost his confidence is overblown? Like what are you saying? You saying you think he lost his confidence, or you thinking that people saying he lost his confidence they like too much on that? Like because I don't think he lost his confidence overall. I do think he lost his confidence in today's game. I think today's game he did lose confidence. No, yeah, I agree. I think he lost. I think he lost confidence today. Yeah, absolutely. I think after that second interception, he was gone. I said that. I said after that second interception, he was gone. He was out of there. Like he was out of there. He was no longer in. He was no longer in Foxborough, Massachusetts. His body was there. He was there physically in Foxborough, Massachusetts. He was not. He was no longer in he was no longer in Foxborough, Massachusetts. I don't know where he was at. He wasn't there. He was gone. That boy was gone. Gone, gone. And the truth remains your gone. Girl, you gone. Yeah, girl, you're gone. Gone. He was gone. He wasn't there. He was no longer in Foxborough. I don't know where he was at, but he wasn't in Foxborough. He wasn't in that stadium. He was gone. After that second interception, he was gone. He was out of there. That I agree with. That I agree with. I agree he was gone after that. I agree he was gone after that. You talking about Dak 2.0? Nah, like I think Dak would have did more. I think Dak would have. I think man with this type of defense, I think Dak would have got it done. The way this defense was playing, I think Dak could have and would have got it done, man. I don't know. I don't know what to say about CJ, but it's CJ has possibly one more year next season. Uh, yeah, I mean it's no excuse. It's no excuse. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. Like I said, now we got to the point. Now it's like we don't even care what happened in the regular season. You did all this in the regular season. You know what I'm saying? You didn't start off with 6-2 2 years ago. You won 2 division titles. You started off 0-3, won 12 games. Like you did all these things in the regular seasons. Yeah, it don't matter. Now everything is completely on what you do in the playoffs. Now it's just get to the playoffs and let's see what happened in the playoffs. Get to the playoffs and then we'll talk to you in the playoffs. From somebody who people talking about like, we were trusting in. Again, I was one. I ain't gonna sit there and shot whack like I wasn't talking about because of what we see in CJ in the playoffs. Is what we see in CJ rookie in the playoffs. Is what we see in CJ's rookie in the playoffs because these two playoff games supersedes what we seen the next three. So you got the game against the Green Bay game against the Cleveland Browns. Then you have the Ravens, the Chargers, and the Chiefs. You see some good in those games. You also see some bad. These two games, last week and this week, supersede those three and cancel those three out. Supersede and cancel those three out. Go hold out, CJ. CJ better not ever point words talk about a holdout. What? Man, look at this. Look at this. Look at the way the Bears is playing. Man, now I'm not even that type of person because normally, even though my team lose, I still watch the games because like I'm a football fan. Man, watching this Bears game, I'm actually upset that I really truly I'm watching this Bears game. I really truly am upset now. I'm like, now we supposed to be man. We supposed to be in this thing, dog. We supposed to be in the AFC Championship game. We supposed to be celebrating right now that we got our first. For even if CJ played bad, we supposed to be like, man, it don't matter. It don't matter. We going to our first ever conference championship game, man. I was 4-0 last week in my picks. So far, I'm 1-3. I mean, I'm 1-2. I got the Bills game wrong, and I got our game wrong. I got the Seattle game right. Man, appreciate everybody that pulled up on your boy, man. Definitely appreciate everybody pulled up. If you ain't hit the like button already, man, make sure you hit the like button. I'm gonna give y'all some time. Hit the like button. I'm gonna give y'all some more time. Hit the like button right now. All right, man. Appreciate everybody that pulled up, man. If you ain't hit the like button already, I'm gonna give you some more time. Make sure you hit that like button. I'm gonna give you some more time. Hit the like button right now. I'm gonna give you some more time. All right, man. Appreciate everybody that pulled up. I'm gonna do I probably am still gonna do a live Friday for conference championship weekend. Uh we'll do a reflection on the season and also do conference championship picks going into the games. Probably. Nigga, I might cheat. I might cheat. I don't know. I don't know. Depending on how I feel. I'm gonna do some video. Don't worry though. It's still gonna be some content because I'm gonna do some videos. Uh, I'm gonna do some videos. I'm gonna break down each player. Uh, performances of the season in the playoffs. From key defensive players, key offensive players, coaches, and maybe get to the bottom of how we can fix this, how we could stop hitting our head on divisional games and actually finally break through. Like I said, man, appreciate everybody that came through here, man. Appreciate everybody hit the super chat love. Definitely appreciate that. Y'all know how much that means to me every time y'all hit the super chat love. Definitely appreciate that. Y'all know how much that means to me every time y'all hit the super chat love. Definitely appreciate that. Appreciate y'all coming here every single week. Fridays before the game when we're doing a preview of the week and the games, and then every day after the game, immediately right after the game, y'all pulling up on me. I appreciate all the love, all the support, everybody that pulled through and pulled up on your boy. Boy, that was a nice catch by Roman Dunze and Caleb Williams. See, man, see now they making me mad that how Roman Dunze and Caleb Williams out here playing. No, I said, man, appreciate everybody that came through here, man. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that like button. Click that bell, get more videos. Man, appreciate everybody that pulled up. Like I said, I will have more content coming. Break it down. We gonna talk about this. We gonna talk about this. We're going to talk about players from CJ to Marks to Higgins to Xavier Hudson to Nico Collins, because we might have to have a conversation about Nico, to Will Anderson to Darius Stingley to last. We're gonna talk. We're gonna have a conversation about these guys. We're gonna have a conversation about a lot of these players. We gonna have conversations about a lot of these players because it's some stuff that we need to talk about going forward. Some real tough conversations, and some of them are some tough conversations that we need to talk about. So some of them some tough conversations. So like, subscribe, if you haven't, comment below, if you haven't, click that bell, get more videos.